YouTube Nation, welcome to our marathon of the Power Up Passes talk. We're doing a lot of videos today and maybe tomorrow. Why? Just because once the game drops, a bunch of chaos happens. People don't know what to do. I'm trying to give some good pointers on, when you level up so quickly, what should you do with your passes? Because you're going to be getting passes and cards and level ups and power up players so quickly. And keep in mind, guys, with this power up series, I guess you can say like series of videos, it varies tremendously. If you're doing a theme team, do the most expensive players of that team. Like, for example, for right here, for my Ravens, I'd be using my two power up passes on probably Calais Campbell. And then down here, I think there's one more Raven, Ronnie Staley, right? So it's very easy if you're doing Ravens theme team. If you're doing Browns, very easy. Nick Chubb, and then over there is Myles Garrett. So if you're doing a theme team, do the two players that are the 85, 86 range. I think even like a team like the Bucks, they have David. I think they have three players. Evans, no, that's it. Okay. I thought maybe they had like someone else. Like Tom Brady. I think Brady's an 84, actually. But anyway, he is, actually. I just remember now. So, you're only going to get 2 or 3 of these passes. Maybe even only 2. So, it all depends on which team captain you're picking. Because if you're not going to pick, Leroy Glover, or however you pronounce it, Glover, Chris Jones coming in at one of my top choices here. This guy has like 88 power move, pretty good finesse move, really great pursuit, great tackle, great block shed, play rec, awareness, strength. He's going to get upgrades all year. It's a pretty solid 87 DT plus 1 for that 89 power move with chemistries who hit that 90 threshold with some chemistries. So, might be able to get you a lot of sacks, right? Glover has more of a speed cheese at plus, I think Glover has plus 12 speed or whatever. That's a lot of speed. However, no escape artists at launch, so you don't really need fast ends or fast guys because you have no escape artists going to be sacked. Plus, for some reason, they make the DTs so fast. Got Warren Sapp last year, 80 speed. He was wow. So I would say Chris Jones right now is on my list. He's literally circled because I think I'm going to be using my team captain, not on McCaffrey. Okay, we'll make a video on that later. But not Glover. Why? I just feel like Alan Page and John Randall are just the move for DTs. So once Alan Page drops, once John Randall drops, fine. I'll probably get rid of Chris Jones, or Chris Jones will be my backup DT. Because even though I run a 3-4 scheme, first of all, if you run a 4-3 scheme, you better choose Chris Jones. The man is a good ranking for a 4-3 linebacker, good run stuff, good physical, good pass rush. This guy, even with a 3-4 scheme, you need 2 DTs in certain 4-3 formations, 4-6 formations, and also one more, goal line, right? So you're going to need multiple DTs. So Chris Jones is a good investment anyway, regardless. So he's number 1 on my list. Actually, sounds crazy. Number 2 on my list is actually a little bit weird. Demario Davis. So the reason why Demario Davis here is chosen is because he's actually the highest overall ROLB in the game. So if they don't add any OP ROLBs, because ROLBs is always Clowney or it's Lawrence Taylor. But we already know even if LT drops, he's going to either be power up passed later down the road with your 89, 90 pass, or you're going to use just buy him, but it's going to be really expensive. And you have to wait for him to come out anyway. So Demario Davis is not a 3-4 guy because he has really bad pass rush stats. But if you run a 4-3 only, a 4-3 scheme only, and you really love 4-3, this guy has really good speed, with tackling, awareness, play rec, hit power, block shot, pursuit, not to mention pretty decent zone for a linebacker. Like, what do you expect? Like 78 zone for a linebacker? Very rare. So 72 with those stats, not to mention he'll get +1, so he'll be at 80 speed with 73 zone. Hey, if he sucks, then everyone else should suck, right? Now, I'm going with someone like Zadarius Smith, or, no, I think he's an LOB. I'm not sure who I'm choosing for my ROB, but I am doing a pass rusher, because I do a 3-4. So this guy's not my guy, but if you do a 4-3, go for it. So I really love Chris Jones and Demario Davis as being like the meta choice here, because if you run those schemes. But a good guy is Chandler Jones as well, dude. 88 power move. Again, man. Just like Chris Jones, +189 with chemistry +1. You know, with John Madden, Team Chem, whatever, you know, whatever you got to do. 90 power move. That's a threshold, right? So, literally, he'll get really good pass rush stats. Great pursuit, great tackle, great play rec, great awareness. I want to see better block shot and power move, but it's okay. If that, like, I actually like this card better than Von Miller. I don't care. He'll get me sacks at launch. Okay, if he sucks, fine. I'll switch to Von Miller. And Von Miller, don't worry, he is going to be on this list. I'm not forgetting at him at all. He is a +1 overall than Chandler Jones, but he just doesn't have, like, this great pass rush stats. He's more balanced with block shed and, you know, better at the run game. He's probably, you know what? You're probably better off doing Von Miller because he has way better speed, better block shed, more balanced. But Chandler Jones with 90 power move, man, like, in a 3-4 scheme, like, how can you not get him? So, I would say, honestly, if you do a 4-3, it's Demario Davis all the way. If you do a 3-4, it's definitely, no question, Chandler Jones or Von Miller. So, I would do a linebacker, because in a 3-4 scheme, you're going to choose someone like Khalil Mack, Von Miller, Zadarius Smith, whatever. And then if you do a 3-4 and RLB, you're going to be choosing Lawrence Taylor or Clowney. But the problem is there is no Clowney and no Taylor right now. So you almost have to choose Demario Davis, but then Davis is not in your scheme. So 3-4 kind of got screwed over there. But we then talk about offensive linemen and D linemen. So offensive lineman like Brandon Brooks is gorgeous. Great card. Ryan Ramczyk, okay? I know I said that Lane Johnson's one of the best. He is. But that's a really good 84 overall. Ryan Ramczyk is so slow, but he has such good pass blocking stats that literally he should be able to stop the pass rush cheese this year. So if you want to use it on two stellar offensive linemen, bro, like, it's not actually a bad idea. But ones I would do it on, though, are tackles, because tackles matter the most. However, you are going to be getting the loyalty elites, the 82 overall loyalty elites, and you get a free 82 Whitworth. Just take the free 82 for now. That's why left tackle is out. And then right tackle, I'd probably do Lane Johnson or Ramczyk. If you don't do Lane Johnson in the 84, do Ramczyk 86 to an 87. That way you know, at least having, and then also, don't forget your 82 overall free elite from just logging in. So when you log in, and you know, standard, just for pre-ordering, you also, not the 82 loyalty elites, the three of them, you get a fourth one of the 82. I might choose like Rodney Hudson center. Choose an O lineman because you want free 82 linemen because you don't want to pay for linemen right now, right? And it'll last the longest. So the whole point of the story, though, is that linemen you can do like Ramczyk, okay, Brooks. You even have a going up here like Teron Armstead, but he's a left tackle. You have Whitworth. So pass rush, though, so I would probably, like, it's kind of like the 3-4, 4-3 scheme linebacker. If you're doing 4-3 Demario Davis, 3-4, you know, Von Miller or Chandler Jones, just like offensive linemen, it's the same thing. There's no meta choice. If you don't use a power up pass on an offensive lineman for the 80, 81, 82, 84, then you might want to use a lineman here because, like, it does matter. pass rush got buffed. You can even do an ability on an O lineman, secure protector, lessen the sacks, right? But for the D lineman and who am I going to choose? Bro, if you don't think I'm doing Myles Garrett, you are crazy. The dude has really high power move with the high speed and block shed and pursuit and play rec and, all that stuff. Tackling could be a little bit better, but it's fine. I mean, tackling doesn't really matter for a D lineman. If you're touched, you should be down because of your body weight anyway, being so big, being a D lineman. But this man is going to be powered up to an 88 overall with chem, power up. He should have high power move, high speed. So I'm for sure doing Myles Garrett because Garrett and Chris Jones, you put those two players on your D lineman, I'm going to have 85 left end Jack Youngblood, 87 powered up Chris Jones is my DT, and then 86 powered up Garrett. I have 86, 87, 85 on my 3-4 scheme. You add an 85 Zadarius Smith, we have 85, 85, 87, 86. This 3-4 patch rush is going to be atrocious. Like, not atrocious. That's a bad. It's going to be great, guys. So if I were you, I'm going to be honest, bump up your pass rush. If I'm going to be honest, guys, these 85, 86s, there aren't that many choices. You'll want to use it on Chris Jones, 86, and 85 Myles Garrett. Bump up that pass rush. Don't use Glover as your team captain. Use it for like McCaffrey, Eddie George, or your cornerback, Aeneas Williams. Use Chris Jones. Use Garrett. They will get upgrades all year. They are stars in their team. They are great pass rushers at launch. You'll get sacks. Either that or offensive lineman. Give me your strategy below. Take care.